Let me tell you something. When the government and the IRS says something, and then CIA infiltrated Operation Mockingbird, Lamestream, Fake Stream, MK Ultra Media reports on it, you can believe it. And if you don't,
Well, then there must be something wrong with you.
Hey guys, before I get into today's video, here's a shout out for this video's sponsor. When the shit hits the fan and the power goes out, one of the things you're going to need is an ultra bright flashlight and a power bank to charge your devices. This is the Indoor Outdoor Light Bug Work Light. It's got a solar panel to turn sunlight into storable, usable energy, or you can charge it with a regular wall outlet. The adjustable bracket allows you to hang it, hold it in your hand, or get the perfect light angle on a table. It comes in handy for car repair, fishing, hunting, and camping. And check this out. I fully charged this thing, turned it on, and left it on the counter, and it shined for over 5 hours. Grab a couple of them for family and friends. Your link is in the description. This is what's trending right now on Twitter. IRS proposal would see banks report yearly total flows over $600 from accounts to combat tax evasion. Fact checkers report, gatekeepers report. Let's just go ahead and call them what they are. They're gatekeepers. They're gatekeepers for the oligarchy, for the billionaire class. They want to set you straight. No, it's not what you think. And it's hilarious because they'll try to strike down the thing that is that people on social media are saying, and then they'll say exactly what those in social media said. Facts around the IRS proposal, some claim, would allow spying on Americans' bank accounts. That is exactly, don't make any mistake about it, that is exactly what is happening. Recently, the IRS, the domestic terror cell known as the IRS, you as an American, no, you as an individual have the right to keep 100% of everything you spent your time and laboring energies to accumulate, i.e. the product of your time and laboring energies, your money. And nobody has the right to take it from you. Nobody has the right to discover how much you made, how much you spent, what's in your bank account. Nobody has that right. And we all need to sensitize ourselves to that fact. The IRS is not here for your good. Not only did they steal your money, and when you're talking about, it's not just theft, taxation is theft, but when they do it by the barrel of a government gun, threatening you with jail time, threatening you with a gun with jail time, a government gun, it's extortion. Not only do they extort money from you, but they waste your money by giving it to politicians, by giving it to banksters, by giving it to munitions manufacturers, creating wars, killing people. They do extremely harming the planet. The biggest gross polluter on the planet is the government, and then they're going to turn around and tell you that you need to pay to heal the planet. Recently, the IRS has gotten a lot of attention on social media, specifically an obscure proposal. That's by design. They hide these things. An obscure proposal by the Biden administration to widen the authority to increase the power of the IRS. Widen the authority to root out tax evasion. We got to root out those people who think they're so haughty and they're so proud, these little people down here, to think that they can keep 100% of everything they own without us intruding into their lives and extorting them. Ha 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 ha. This is literally how this first paragraph should read. I struggle to think of another domestic terror cell that is more deadly and dangerous and dastardly than the IRS. Can you? And what they fund. The Zio International Banking Cartel, Washington's District of Criminals, the long-failed, deadly, destructive, unconstitutional, immoral drug war. By allowing the IRS to get annual aggregated reports of flows from bank accounts with a minimum of $600. Guys, that's everybody. That is intrusion. That is surveillance. And it says But it's not Biden officials or Democrats who are pushing the topic most aggressively on Twitter and other platforms. It's like, no, Biden officials and Democrats are like, they're perfectly fine with the surveillance state of the IRS intruding into your $600 bank account. That's $600. Anytime there's $600 in, report to the IRS. Anytime there's $600 out, report to the IRS. Anytime there's a $600 balance, report to the IRS. That's all transactions from every account everywhere at all times. Business, checking, savings. It's Republicans and right-wing media outlets, left versus right paradigm, lie, distract, deceive, divide, attacking the proposal as a violation of privacy and arguing that the IRS would be improperly spying on every American's bank accounts. It would be. Not that they probably don't do it already undercover and we just don't know about it, but this would be out in the open. So what'd they do? They go, hey, Democrats, you hear what the Republicans are doing? The Republicans actually object to the IRS Internal Revenue Service domestic terror cell intruding into your bank account. We can't have that. And the Democrats are going, well, anything the Republicans are for, I'm against. Anything the Republicans are against, I'm for. And then there's this irrationality that spreads over the land like cancer. And then we have this large swath of people that are actually begging for the chains of their own oppression. Please extort me more. Oh, the Republicans don't want to be extorted? Then it must be a good thing to be extorted. Over the past several days, Senator Tom Cotton, Fox News host Sean Hannity, Senator Chuck Grassley, Representative Jody Hice, GOP chairwoman Ronna McDaniel, yes, all these people right here have tweeted about the proposal, framing it as a big government breach of privacy. I don't care who said it, it is. I don't care if Nancy Pelosi said that this is a breach of privacy, it is. I wouldn't just disagree with her because I disagree with Nancy Pelosi. I'll tell you what, man, we need to understand what truth is. And truth can even fall from the lips of a political parasite. This month, Mitch McConnell wrote an op-ed to the Courier-Journal warning people not to, quote, let Joe Biden snoop into your bank account. This doesn't have anything to do with Joe Biden. Joe Biden is a puppet on a bankster hand. He's dangling from a corporate string. He is not the guy in control. No president is ever in control. I don't care. Call him the leader of the free world, whatever, slap whatever label you want to on him. He's just a puppet. This ain't about Joe Biden. This ain't about Democrats. This ain't about Republicans. This is about the reality. The smoke screen needs to lift. The hall of mirrors, the mirrors need to be straightened so we can actually see what the image is that forms in front of our faces. And that's the banking cartel wanting more and more of the product of your time and laboring energies. The proposal issued by the Treasury Department would require banks to provide the IRS with more data on accounts that meet a small threshold of $600. That's not billionaires, guys. And the reason they say they take it down to $600 is so that all these billionaires don't create multiple accounts so we can catch them. BS. Last month, Bloomberg reported that Democrats were considering raising that threshold possibly to $10,000. I don't care raise it to $100,000. Okay, we won't report to the IRS unless you make $100,000. I don't care what it is. It's not right. It's nobody's business what's in your bank account. Have 100,000, have 1,000,000, have 1,000,000,000, have 1,000,000,000,000. It's not the IRS's business to peer into your account. Do you have, there is a Fourth Amendment, the right to be secure in your persons, houses, papers, effects. Bank accounts, what you got under your mattress, if you have something in the safe, if you hid it under the crawl space of your house, if you got it in your back pocket, it ain't nobody's business what you got, how much you made, how much you transact, what goes into your account, what goes out of your account, what's your balance. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said on CNBC Tuesday, the information this proposal would provide would be a key in helping fill the $7 trillion tax gap. You want to fill a $7 trillion tax gap? Stop spending, you freaking drunken government sailors. But experts aren't so sure the information would be all that useful for the IRS, an agency plagued by budget cuts. Oh, cut the budget for the IRS. Cut the budget. And outdated technology, don't upgrade. Don't give them an upgrade. IRS doesn't need an upgrade. They don't need a budget increase. They don't need to increase their agency staff. Oh my God. Drain it dry. You want to drain the swamp? Start with the IRS. You should have started with the IRS, Donald Trump. You should have went to the Federal Reserve, Donald Trump. You should have you want to demonetize people in this land? Demonetize all politicians. Okay, if you want to work for free. Or you get paid, on a case by case basis. If you make laws that take away our freedoms, or cost the American people any more money than they're already, being pilfered for, then you get to be publicly fill in the blank. Even if Congress passes the proposal, the agency may lack the capability to make use of all the new media to find tax evaders. I doubt that. If they're going to give anybody the technology, if they're going to carve out any budget for any kind of upgrades or increased technology so that the IRS can do their jobs better, they'll give it to the IRS. I really doubt that they have outdated technology at the IRS. I really doubt that they were plagued by budget cuts. I bet there's black ops going on and black budget boxes just flowing, just filled to the brim with money to give to the IRS so that they can continue taking more of our money. They already want to peer into cryptocurrencies and tax people for cryptocurrency profits. In May, the Treasury Department proposed a plan to, quote, create a comprehensive financial account information reporting regime. That is dark. Create a comprehensive financial account information reporting regime. That spells doom for every one of us. And if we can't get our heads out of our tail sections long enough to unite against our clear, known enemy, then we're more stupid than I thought as Americans. You know what James Madison said? He said, history records that the money changers have used every form of abuse, intrigue, deceit, and violent means possible to maintain their control over governments by controlling money and its issuance. IRS is no different. Until legislation is passed by Congress, it's unclear. Oh, yeah, here you go. Under that proposal, banks would be required to submit annual reports to the IRS, your bank, your hometown bank, every bank, on gross inflows and outflows on accounts, both businesses and personal, with at least $600 or with transactions of at least $600 in a year. That's everything, guys. That's everything, everybody, every bank account. Though, as Bloomberg reporting suggests, Democrats on the Hill are still hammering out the details. I bet they are. Why? Because they're not representing you. They represent themselves and corporations and banksters and lobbyists. That's what they're there for. That's the people who give them their handsome sums. And we're talking about for the base congressman who just walks through the marbled halls of Congress afresh, $174,000 a year. That's like $83 to $85 an hour. Plus perks and all those benefits that go along with it. Until legislation is passed by Congress, it's unclear how the IRS's authority could expand, what the reporting threshold should be, and who would be affected. Not one person. And they're getting the cover that they use for this, guys, is we've got to get the banksters. We've got to get the billionaires to pay their fair share. You want them. I mean, you're getting taxed. They should be taxed, right? The answer isn't, hey, a crime is happening against us. We need to make sure the crime happens tenfold to the billionaires. The answer for the rational reputation-based individual should be, hey, let's eliminate the crime. Don't perpetuate the crime. Don't make the crime metastasize any more than it already has. So that's the lie right here. Leave your thoughts. I want to hear what you have to say about this. Are you for increasing the coffers of the IRS so that they can increase their technology, so that they can increase their capability of looking into our bank accounts? Let me know what you think. I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. If you're a human being, you should be against this. You should be against the theft of the American people. You know what they're really doing? They're not just stealing the product of your time and laboring energies. They're stealing your time. They're stealing your laboring energies. They're literally taking away your humanity by stealing that. And all of us standing around applauding, that's the worst that can possibly happen. They could dry up overnight if we all just aligned against them. And I'm not talking about marching in the streets. I'm talking about not complying. I'm talking about mass non-compliance. So when those IRS agents come to your door, and they will, all your neighbors gather around and go, get the frick out of here. And if you touch his bank account, we got your name and we got your phone number. We need to gather together. Hey guys, we know with the way things have been going, it can get really interesting really quick. So make sure you and your family have a long-term storable food supply. Support the channel and get $50 off with my link in the description while you still can.